right, you guys, podcast time. We got the equipment and the perfect business plan. Give our show away for free and tell no one how to find it. Ready?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Kicking It with 80s, baby. I'm your host, Dario, but you can call me D. What's today? Today is the day after Halloween. It is Tuesday, right? The fuck? How's everybody's week been? I didn't do a show last week. I did one the Saturday before. I didn't feel like doing one last week. I was working all week. I'm tired as hell. Went trick-or-treating yesterday. I hope everybody had a good time getting some candy and all that shit. If y'all got kids. The one thing I noticed about yesterday, was I took my youngest trick-or-treating, and it was fun living through her, right? Because I never did that shit as a kid. My mom's never let us do that. She said it was for the devil. So yesterday was like the first time in a while that I had fun going out trick-or-treating, getting some candy, because she was having a lot of fun. Went to this one house. These motherfuckers decorated like crazy. And they had like shit all over the place. But it was fun. We got a massive amount of candy. We got to hit up that White Town, and get massive amounts of candy. But yeah, man, I hope everybody had a good time yesterday. Let's see who's joining us tonight right now. D Blake Makes. What's going on? You know what? Today's show is sponsored by D Blake Makes. Make sure you go follow my man on Instagram. Get you some dope ass signs for your figures, right? D Blake Makes on IG. Boom. Right there. Hit them up. Get some dope ass signs for your figs, for your stands. Boom. Look at that. Make sure you go get some signs, baby. What else? But yeah, tonight should be a fun show. We're gonna talk some candy. If you guys got any favorite candies, call in. The link is pinned on the chat. So just click it, hit us up, say what you gotta say. Peace out. I ain't trying to have y'all on all day. Unless you're fun to talk to, right? Oh shit, did we lose somebody? But yeah. So other than that, and also the second half of the show, we're gonna have Legions Con talk, and with my special guests that are joining me today. Everybody, welcome to the show, Kingpin Customs.
Hey, what's up, D?
What's going on, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, and yourself? Kevin will be right back. He accidentally closed his window.
I saw that. But so while we wait for him, why don't you tell us, the few people that are here, why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm Kingpin Customs. I'm out of New York City, NYC. I started customizing with Mystic Legions, made by the Four Horsemen. It's an amazing toy brand. Their brand is basically made where you can customize, paint, make what you want with it, basically do whatever. There's a lot of other parties that do 3D prints where you can add on stuff and change things around. And actually, I've been customizing since January, so it's been less than a year, but it's been a lot of fun. I get to be very creative, which is the best thing you could do. When you get restricted, it's not fun anymore. So that's basically what I've been doing. This is the first time I'm gonna have a table at Legions Con. It's gonna be this weekend, November 5th and 6th, in Secaucus at La Quinta Inn. The show is actually sold out, so if you missed out tickets, you got to catch somebody who's probably leaving or somebody who's selling their own tickets. And other than New York Comic Con and San Diego Comic Con, you don't really hear about conventions selling out, and this is kind of like a big deal. Kevin, New York City figure fanatic, he's going to be helping me with my table. I'm going to also have my son there, so it's going to be a fun time.
Oh, that's dope, man. And speaking of your partner, let's bring him into the show. NYC
That's
Figure
right.
Fanatic. What's going on, my friend?
Yo, was really good. Thanks for having us on, Dario.
No doubt, bro. How y'all doing tonight? How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I'm trying to figure out this whole StreamYard YouTube thing. Like, do I watch you on YouTube? Do I watch you through StreamYard? Then I'm missing the chat. Like,
If you watch on YouTube, it'll be the delay. But if you just watch on StreamYard, and you could go onto the comments on the side, you'll see the same comments, and you can chat through there too.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
And so now that you're back on, why don't you tell us something about yourself?
What's up? I'm NYC Figure Fanatic. Some of y'all might know me. Some of y'all might see me around. I do a lot of social media, talking, chatting, liking comments, trying to share people's streams. I see a couple of people names in the chat that I'm familiar with. What's up to everybody? What's up to Blake, Dragon Eyes, a lot of the Toy Migos in here. I collect a lot of action figures. That's kind of where the name came from. The fanaticism of just craziness around me. Just all different lines, all different toys. So, as Kingpin said, I'm helping him out with the show. I'm like the unofficial partner, social media manager, roadie, bouncer, whatever you have it. So I do a little customizing on my own, really not that much. I'm a family man, so whatever time I can squeeze in to paint some stuff or, to take some stuff apart, pop stuff together, that's my time to chill and focus on, doing something for me. So if I can squeeze something in, cool. Spend a lot of time watching live streams, Toy Migos, all the other, toy shows out there, and just try and really spend a lot of time immersed in like the action figure culture, action figure renaissance of today.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So y'all both are gonna be at Legion's Con this weekend, correct? Y'all got your own table, like you said.
Yep.
Y'all nervous, excited, a little bit of both? What's up?
My adrenaline's pumping. Like I'm still to this day I'm still painting. Like I'm not even done. Yeah, so I'm just trying to push as much as I can out. I'm actually finishing up a piece today. I'm hoping to finish up another piece by today's Tuesday, by Thursday. And I got like I'd say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more heads to paint.
That's what's up, man. Have y'all been to a Legion's Con before? Like, because I know this isn't the first one. There's been a few.
There's a third one, I believe, right, Kevin?
Yeah, it's the third one. It's technically the fourth one, I think. One of them was digital during COVID. Well, this is like the third one, in person.
Yeah, actually, we went last time together to Legion's Con, and it was an affiliation with a toy show, Toy Con. Like it wasn't its own thing.
Oh,
this is the first year where it's like its own thing. Like it's blown up so big, right?
Got it.
They just made it purely Legion's Con, and my whole madness in this, I got to thank Kevin because he's the one who got me collecting the line. One day he was like, "Yo, you want to go to Toy Con? They're selling Mystic Legions." I'm like, "What's that?" He's like, "Those toys that look like He-Man and stuff." I was like, "Oh, okay." So we go, right, and we get online, and this guy has like a reusable shopping bag. He's grabbing figures here and there. And I'm like, "What is this?" That was a wrap. I picked up 3 figures that day, and it's been that was it. That got me hooked.
Yeah.
This man was at Toy Con buying like 80s G.I. Joes and freaking Toxic Crusaders and whatnot. And then I was like, "Yo, you're not gonna stand over here real quick and check these out." That was it. Now he's got his own table.
Nice. So you were collecting a lot of vintage stuff before this?
Yeah. I had I practically had the complete line of 82 to 94 vintage G.I. Joes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a hefty line there. I got like some vintage Swamp Things, but it got too much, After a while, it just gets too much. Like it's personally me, it's great to just focus on what you like. A lot of collectors out there, they'd be like, "I need every single piece from this line." Okay,
I know.
Yeah, that gets crazy.
Yeah, I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't want anything. I want to sell everything. And I see you got some pops in the background over there, dude. I just went through 6 boxes worth of pops. Each box holds at least like 24, and yeah, I want to get rid of stuff, man. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
I don't
crazy.
know.
I just kept the stuff that I like. Like I got like I'm a big Daredevil fan, obviously, Kingpin Customs. But
Mhm.
a big Daredevil fan, and I got like Swamp Thing and some Superman pops. I'm a big Superman fan. Superman was like my first love, is what got me into collecting into comics.
Nice. So, like I was saying before, uh, you guys got your own table. You're gonna be there both days, right?
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yes,
and
sir.
you got like were you doing any customs before the Mythic Legion stuff, or did you just get into that because of the Mythic Legion stuff?
So during COVID, I actually customized 2 vintage GI Joes. I turned 2 regular Joes into Tiger Force Joes.
Okay.
Then that kind of like had the bug of me customizing. I have a friend, Jared, who also does my tattoos. Amazing tattoo artist. He gave me some tips, some paints, some brushes. He told me little things to get here and there. And since we were all stuck in our homes, I was doing a little painting and stuff like that. Um, but wasn't really deep, hardcore into it like the way I am now. Like now, I got a whole station and supplies and materials and things like that. But once I really got into Mystic Legions and I was into the Facebook group, the Cabal, and started noticing how everybody was customizing, that's when the bug kind of got even bigger, and I was seeing what everybody was doing. And Kevin, he knows he watches like all the YouTube shows, all the crafters, and started asking people questions, and started slowly getting into it, and this is where I'm at now.
Nice. And you doing the same thing? You do customize too?
I kind of fucked around with things here and there, nothing real serious. I was like real heavy into Marvel Legends, so I try to paint like a couple Marvel Legends here and there, or GI Joe classifieds. But again, nothing like real big or not real heavy into it. The main thing that really drew me to the Legions was the fact that there's such a big aftermarket community, and literally you could find thousands of pieces specially made to throw on these bodies, and they're made to pull apart and whatnot. And it's like the legends were all the same, so it's like I don't sculpt. I never tried sculpting, but I was like I tried like fucking around with shit. I was like this isn't something I could do. I'm not gonna completely change. Everything's like a Bucky Cat body. Everyone complains everything's a Bucky Cat body, right? So
Yeah.
it's like I gotta sculpt a whole new body. Like I can't do this, but I could go over there, pick up a head, go onto some dude's website, grab a couple arms and whatnot, and make my own figure, throw it together and paint it. So that really like honed into the fact that I was like, yo, I can mess with this line. Like I don't really like nights. I don't watch night shows. Like, people watch like the Dragons, the Game of Thrones and shit. Like I used to follow that like Game of Thrones heavy, but everything else I'm just like, whatever. I don't like Lord of the Rings. So like, but I like this. Like this dude is I just pop this dude apart, threw the short legs on him. He was a full size like 6-inch figure. Now he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so it's like
Made him into a dwarf.
yeah, so that's really what kind of brought me into all that.
Yeah, I seen when I've been to like a few shows, to the Wayne shows here and stuff, and when I first noticed them, I was like, oh, this is cool, a bunch of medieval stuff, things like that, like the ogres and the gremlins and whatever looking things like that. But what caught my eye more, it wasn't even them, it was the tables like around them that were selling like kit bashes and custom stuff for those figures. And I would ask them, I'm like, yo, what figure is this? They're like, oh, it's the one from over there, but we do our own head sculpts, or we do like our own like the kit bashing and like accessories for them and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay. And that's what caught my attention to Mythic Legions. Like I don't collect them, but I thought it was dope that there was so many people doing custom stuff and head sculpts for these figures, because it's like, yo, you can just change them up, and it's like you can make the craziest shit and it'll still look dope, because
Yeah.
like you said, it's not like Legends where it's like, technically a human. These are just mythical stuff that it don't matter what the fuck they look like, right? So you can make it whatever, which is dope, man. And like people doing like little dials and shit for like their stands, display cases and stuff. Like all that is dope to me. Like customizing is one thing I can never get into. I'm not that coordinated, but like I love watching and seeing what other people come up with and shit. Like the one show, the last Wayne show I went to maybe like 4 months ago. I went to a table. I skipped the Mythic Legion table because everything was gone that I wanted. But I went to them and I ended up buying like a couple of head sculpts just to have them, like, because you know them shits look dope the way these guys make these stuff, you know. And I think that's something dope about that line because you can do things like that. You can all like swap out parts and shit. Where like you said, like a thing where Legends, you really can't do that because not even all the head sculpts fit on a regular Legends body.
Yeah.
I've tried customizing Legends, and it's like a pain. It's a pain in the ass to customize them.
Yeah,
like just taking them apart and everything. It's just
you gotta sand the joints and make sure the clearances work out, and like it's a pain, man.
Yeah. It's like, you know, everybody wants that perfect figure, and then when you try to make it, and then sometimes you just end up fucking it up even more, and you're like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm not messing with it. But
yeah, I've actually done some customizing on G.I. Joe classifieds, and even those were like a pain in the ass to do. You know, like the pegs when you take them apart, like the mushroom head of the peg is like bigger than like in Mystic Legions. You know, and it's like it's horrible. I get annoyed, so I'm like I barely do it. I got like 2 G.I. Joe classifieds that I've customized that I'm gonna have a show this weekend.
Okay.
And you know, I love the way they came out. For the most part, they were fun. But when it came to like taking them apart, painting them, and putting them back together, it was a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. I see like sometimes I see videos and stuff of people doing it, and it's just like, yeah, I don't even want to try to pretend like I know what the hell I'm doing if I try to do something like that. You know?
One thing too that's really fun to customize is the vintage turtles. I did a set of all 4 turtles into like samurai version, and that was really fun to do.
Yeah, I do a whole bunch of fucking turtles, man. I got like, I do the NECA, I do the Super 7. I got some of the old stuff. You name it, I'm buying it like a retard.
The other thing that really cool me, the only thing I was gonna say that I usually tell most people when like they're like, oh, you know, I don't really mess with mythics and stuff like that. I was like, when you find the certain style of Mythic Legions figures that you like it's like a switch. Like all the figures start to look like shit. It's like, like for a bad comparison, but for lack of a better comparison, Star Wars figures, everyone like shits on Black Series. They go, it's the same body, it's the same figure on a different card, and yada yada yada. But like, even if you pick up like a stock Mythics figure, it's like each sculpt is uniquely different. The paint is uniquely different. You're not getting the quality of the time and love of what they did to sculpt this figure, or to like even like this guy right here, the arms, custom arm. But like, look at the paint on dude. Like, wait, gotta drop off like that. Like even like the little down to the little rivets is painted up. So you flip them back. Marvel Legends, they don't paint the backs. Here you got paint on everything, every last rivet, every last piece of chain mail. So
you got the belt buckles. Buckles are painted.
So even if you don't customize them, just like the quality of the figure for a couple more dollars, and now it's not even that many more dollars since the price of everything is so much higher, like that's crazy.
And the amount of accessories that they come with for the amount of money that you're paying, like I pre-ordered, they're like $37, right, Kevin? I think it's like $37.
Yeah.
And then you get all these accessories, and then you get a package where you don't gotta worry about if it's sealed or not. Like it's meant to be opened, but then you can put it right in the package just the same way you got it. The only way you'll know if it's opened is if the little baggie where the accessories come in, if it's been ripped open.
Yeah.
But like it's a baggie. Like anybody can do a baggie. You don't need it to be factory made to do things like that. And it's amazing, as Kevin said, that everything's different. They actually do repurpose a lot of the molds and a lot of other figures, but the way they do it, it doesn't feel repetitive. Like they still make it unique to each figure.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but
Yeah, no, like he was saying before, like I was saying before, with the Bucky cap, the Bucky body and stuff, you know, with the legends. Like you, once they show off a figure, like, oh, I know what this is, what they're using, right? Like, so with that, what you're saying is like almost like you can't even like really tell, oh, we're using this part because it looks painted up so different and everything like that.
yeah.
Like with legends, like and Black Series, like, oh, they're using this body again. Oh, stop using it. It's been like 6 years now. Stop using it. You know. It's like you could clearly tell, even with the renders or whatever. Like once they saw a physical figure, it's like people just boom the shit on it because they already know what it is. Now with the legions, like I'm not, like I said, I don't collect them or nothing like that. But how many waves they've got already? Like they've got like at least 4 or 5, right? More.
I've lost count.
But
I know All Stars has been up to 5, right, Kevin?
Yeah, they're up to All Stars 5. If you go just like waves themselves, I want to say I think it's like 8. But the All Star waves in between is, you know, they'll have the fans vote on which figures they want from old waves and they re-release them.
Yeah, which I like. I liked about when I first started hearing about that. I thought that was dope because I know with Wave 1, I remember seeing shit like here and there, not knowing what the hell it was and stuff like that. When I used to go to Zap Comics, and then I'm like, oh, you know, this looks cool. This looks cool, but it would be like so many that I didn't even know like what it was. But I heard like Wave 1 was just like a shit ton of figures, right?
Yeah. The first wave it was either 40 or 50 figures. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah,
like, it was
keep up with that.
But they stopped after that because that was the Kickstarter. So you know they just
that's what I remember from the Kickstarter.
And then the waves after that, they're about like 8 to 12 figures. Most of them they've gotten significantly smaller. The waves.
Yeah, the All-Star stuff is dope. Like you were saying, like because they're bringing out older stuff that you might have missed. So that's cool for someone that's trying to get into the line and going back because the aftermarket pricing on these figures, man, is fucking nuts.
It's insane. Like there's one called Unkin, which is like an orc, but he has the colors of Man at Arms from He-Man, and on eBay he's going for like $1,000.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's insane. So I was like, why? Like with $1,000 you can buy like 3 waves, you know, pre-orders versus one figure. And then this line is so amazing that you can actually get the same pieces that's on that $1,000 figure and just paint them up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you get the same figure.
The aftermarket price you would think wouldn't be so crazy on these lines, but like with something like this, because it's probably like I don't want to say a smaller company, but not like nothing as big as like Hasbro would be, right? So and I guess that's what makes the price go up even more because it'll be harder to get if you miss something like the back waves and stuff. Were you guys excited for the Cosmic Legion stuff that they announced a while back, like last year or something? The Cosmic stuff.
So I didn't get into the pre-order of the Cosmics. I want to pick and choose, like when they go on ToyCon. So the benefit that Kevin and I have being in New York and like yourself in New Jersey, they always have figures at ToyCon, 4 Horsemen, and they're the same price as the pre-order, or maybe like I don't know, maybe like a few bucks more. Not a big difference, but like I just try to control what I collect because I'm a big Knights fan. I love Knights, like I love the Templars, all that. So that was easy for me to get into the line when we were going to buy the Mystic Legions. Like show me a Knight and I'm a huge fan of it. But Cosmic, I want to like pick and choose more because as a customizer, I also want to see what I can do. There's already a lot of great sculptors out there that are starting to make a lot of good things. Like you got this amazing sculptor, Jeremy Wilson. He sculpted this head.
You gotta put the hand behind it like this.
Yeah.
There's
a piece. Cool. Yeah, there's a piece that he sculpted, and I mean, look at that mustache, man! Like, it's the power of the stash.
Looks like an old Hogan mustache.
Yeah,
it's a future Hogan right there.
Right there. So you got guys already sculpting for that, eagerly waiting for the Cosmic to be released, and you know, there's but so much more stuff that's gonna come out really cool in the community that you're gonna be able to make and customize.
Yeah, that's fire, man. I'm excited to see you guys, over the weekend, this weekend, to see what y'all have and what you got to offer on your table and everything like that. I'm like I said, I got some friends coming from like the West Coast, from Florida. Oh, everybody's just coming down over here to the con just to get some stuff, man. Like especially the exclusives that they're offering each day, which right there, that's a flipper's market right there. You get one for yourself, one to flip.
Yes, sir.
You probably pay your flight.
I'm so excited for those exclusives from this weekend. Now you got Saturday is gonna be the unknown one, and then on Sunday you got the Furious 4 2-packs.
Yeah, and I think it's like what, limit to 2 each or something like that.
Yeah, it's 2 each.
Two per person.
Yeah, so that's dope. I mean, they, like I said, everything looks dope. Mythic Legions looks dope. Shout out to Trevor, 16 Shooter. I see him all the time everywhere, at all the conventions and stuff like that. Cool as
yeah,
dude.
he's awesome. Every time I message him on Instagram with a question, he's always answering. He's
he's a cool ass dude, man. And Mythic Legion, like I said, they're local right here. Zap's always got some stuff, and like you were saying, they're at the toy shows and they're always displaying something. I remember a toy show last year, mid-year, around that time, maybe like start of the fall, is when they first announced that the wave with the little dude and the big wings. He was like a vampire.
Yeah,
they had him on display, and like right there, just on a table, like the fuck, like it was nothing special. People just walking right by, like, oh, that's cool, but like if you knew, you knew. And I looked at it, I'm like, yo, this looks nuts. And when I saw people just messing with it, I was like, yeah, fuck this. I'm gonna start messing with it too. And they look dope, man. I gotta admit, they look dope. It's just, dude, I collect so much shit that I don't even know what I'm collecting anymore. And it's I'm like, yeah, I can't get into this stuff, because with myself, if I buy one of those figures and I like it a lot, we gotta get all of them. We gotta get all of them.
You're deep in.
Yeah. I can't just start from here and then move on. I gotta get everything before that, right? You have to. You gotta. It's a completionist.
I was like that with the vintage dolls that I was collecting. And I was just like, man, it's too much. I got them in plastic bins. I'm not even enjoying them. Like, what the hell are they doing here anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even display them. I don't got space for it. Yep. So I made the decision, and I don't regret it. I got rid of everything that I had in vintage though, except for the year 82, which is like the first wave. I still have that. I still have those figures, and I got Tiger Force. I got the whole Tiger Force collection. I had a real good friend of mine. I don't know if you know him, Chef Dick. He gifted me a few of those figures for Christmas. So I can't sell those forward. Those are gifts. So those are staying with me for those are staying with me for forever. But I don't regret it. I don't look back. I'm enjoying the shit out of customizing, doing all this, being creative. Like I'll share here. This is like a first view of something that I was working on today. See if we get this right.
Woo-hoo. Damn.
Fire.
Yeah. So like I'm a big Day of the Dead fan. I know I'm late. I know Halloween was yesterday. But
Day of the Dead is today, so perfect day, baby.
There we go. So this is like the first official look on it. And I'm gonna have this one at the table at Legion's Con. She's gonna be my centerpiece. And I put a lot of love into it. Like, this is the most detail I've ever put on a figure.
Yeah, I'm sure you could tell. I mean, damn, look at that. That's sick. Now, these just meant for Mythic Legions, like, basically they just meant, but can you use them on other stuff like Mezco or
I've heard that heads are usually interchangeable between Mythic Legions and Mezco. Sometimes the Mezco might be scaled like slightly smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Mythic Legions, they tend to be just a slightly over 6-inch, but they look a little bulkier. Mezcos, they're not as bulky.
Yeah. The one I bought, I remember asking the dude, like, yo, does this fit on anything else? They're like, they're really meant for just the Legions, but they would fit on like a Mezco, so I bought a smaller scale, and I lost it, I think, somewhere. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I mean that'll
Yeah.
fit. You could put it on, whatever. You got it just, throw a little blue tack on it and
Yeah.
you make it work. Like I got a mythic head on freaking pink skulls right now.
Yep. There you
So
go.
Oh, nice.
yeah, so you just got throw a little bit of blue tack to keep it in place, and you're good.
Damn, that looks pretty good. What head is that? That's a
That's
That's a
custom?
vampire.
No, that's a stock mythic legion head. That's a vampire knight or a vampire legion builder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty
Yeah.
dope. Shit, y'all motherfuckers get me.
Listen, Kevin, this guy Kevin, he comes up with the weirdest mix kit bashes. Like I forgot what it was. One day he had like this little tiny body with like a huge ass head. And I'm like, that goes weirdly good.
It just works,
It just works.
Now, what's this right here?
So that's actually my first collaboration as a customizer.
Okay.
So I collaborated that piece. I had full design control, but it was financed by Mythic Blue Inferno as a Mauro Rodriguez, real cool dude. He's out of Cali. One day he hit me up. He was like, "Yo, you want to paint some of my pieces?" I was like, "Word, we is in." So he was like, "You want to do a kit?" I was like, "Word, we is in." So we worked with Jason Demon Custom Toys Designs. He's located out in Mexico. Another cool dude, does awesome sculpting. We kind of drove him a little crazy because I wasn't familiar with the sculpting world. I paint. I can make them look fire. I just don't make them. But he was real patient. He was real cool, and hopefully he's the first of many collaborations. And that's basically Dragon, the Dragon Knight. I threw in a lot of little details in them so like that people can use certain parts and other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This dude looks crazy right here.
Yeah, that dude's gotten a lot of attention, and like when I was painting him, I was like, I'm tired of the brown, black, and blonde hair. We got to do something different. So I was looking at my paints, and I was like, you know what? This dude needs blue hair. And so I ran the same idea with, like, he was the first one I did. And when I did the other one with the orange hair, I ran it with the same idea. I was like, yo, we're going with crazy colors. This dude got that crazy face on it. So I did orange hair. And then the next one, the chick, I just gave her purple hair.
Nice. Now are these custom head sculpts or are these Legion head sculpts?
Yeah, these are custom head sculpts for Mystic Legions. These are sculpts from all three from Planetary Dog Toys, Kevin.
I think the crazy man with the orange hair, he is a Legion shop. Stephen Bishotti sculpt and Emil Wickman, and then the other two were Planetary, I believe.
Yeah, I know the girl. She's definitely Planetary Dog Toys. Planetary Dog Toys. That's Seba. He's out in Spain, and he's an amazing sculptor as well.
Nice.
He's actually got his own toy.
I love the everybody on the vein right here, the star.
Yeah,
like the shadowing and stuff. That's dope, man. Like, damn, you're doing your thing right here, bro. So.
Yeah, he's killing it with the paint jobs for less than a year in. So.
Yeah, I haven't even made a year, man.
I'm calling bullshit on that, but whatever. Because there's some dudes out there that they say they've been painting for a long time and should be looking like ass, not for nothing, or the should be coming out and you get it and it's like chipping away and stuff,
Yeah.
Like I've gotten some head sculpts from some pretty high names, and after a while, this like a couple of uses, the shit just starts chipping away, and I'm like, ah, damn, am I fucking?
So you see that red cape that you're passing by? That cape is for the Day of the Dead head that I just showed.
Oh shit, nice. Now is that gonna be on sale? Like you got a whole bunch of them, or is it just that one piece?
It's just that one piece, and I don't know if she's for sale. You always have that one. The thing with customizers is that they never want to sell their pieces, right? Because they fall in love with them because it's made with love. Me personally, everything's got a price tag. This one, I don't know. It's gonna be tough.
This is dope. Now you said you don't do your own sculpts. You don't do like the 3D printing and stuff like that.
Nah, I haven't messed with 3D printing at all.
Nah. Yeah, I bought a 3D printer and that shit's still in the box. I 3D printed the box that came in.
I did tell Kevin though, like if Legion's Con goes good for us, then I'm gonna invest in a 3D printer.
Yeah, 3D printers is coming, yo. Supposedly, I'm gonna throw one somewhere in this closet full of toys and see what. It's gonna end up like Dario's printer, just sitting in a box somewhere, not doing nothing.
Nah, I mean,
gotta-
like especially for like customizers, that's something definitely you should like look into and maybe try to get with it. And then I have a friend and he does that. He's the one that talked me into getting this shit right during the pandemic, and because he was doing 3D sculpts and he was literally just whatever program that I forgot that he said what it was. He was just doodling on that shit and printing stuff out. I'm like, yo, this looks pretty cool. Like, what the hell? How'd you do this shit? And he's just telling me, and I'm like, it's like that. He's like, yeah, it's super easy. And I'm like, shit, let me go buy one. And yeah, that was wonderful. But yeah, man, like it's something. It's cool because
this was another fun piece because prior to this one, I already had done a monkey that was black, like a regular black monkey.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, how do I make this one different? And it was funny because I was cracking some jokes with a friend about her having albino kids. And I was like, shit, I'm gonna make an albino monkey.
I wanted I wanted like a monkey gorilla style head sculpt for a while now, but I can't. I found one. And
there's the black monkey head sculpt that I painted right there, right below it.
This one?
Yeah, that's the black monkey right there.
Yeah,
that's the first one that I did.
Now, using brushes or are you airbrushing?
Nah, I use brushes.
Oh, okay. Damn, man, that's nice. This shit looks nice, man.
And then the goblin, I took an already Mystic Legion goblin, and I just repainted it myself. So that is a Mystic Legion's actual goblin head.
Yeah, I call bullshit on the 1 year you've been painting. Bro.
Well, Kevin is my proof. He's
this right here,
my witness.
Where we at? Where's my man at? This one right here?
The blue hair.
That's just telling me that's bullshit. Look, right there, right? The shadowing right there and everything. The line work, the hair, the white on the hairs, on the blue hair. My man's gums right there. Okay?
He's got no dental.
He got, look, the teeth all rotted and shit. Come on, dude. This isn't something that's, that someone that just started. This shit looks too dope, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. But you know what? This is my level of OCD. I gotta deliver.
Hey, man, that's the way to do it, right? Because if not, then you're just gonna just slap whatever on it and then just say, "Hey, yeah, look at this," and try to get top dollar for it, and everybody's gonna be like, "Yeah, nah."
Yeah,
my kick
looking like I'm crazy. So that's the G.I. Joe classified that I did. You just passed it.
Oh shit!
That's one of them right there. Yeah, that one.
Nice.
So the guy's name is Muchas Garcia's Design. He was selling the Snow Serpent kit. And so you just get a regular, you get the kit, you get a regular Cobra Trooper, and you put it together and just paint it up, and that's how that one came about.
Nice. So you got a big ass, you got a pretty good, a nice little spread going on, waiting for Saturday and Sunday, right?
Yeah. I got about 30. I want to say about 30 custom figures. I painted about 30 heads. This was funny. I actually did that custom way before Hasbro even announced it, and just like the similarities of it is just uncanny. So I was really proud of that.
Yeah, I'm sure these people, bro, they go and they look at the community and everybody that's customizing and whatnot, and they get ideas from that, or just straight up just steal them.
Yeah,
right.
Actually, and you know what? Go up 1 second. Yeah, I love that one piece too. He came out really dope. The dude with the wings, that one right there on the left.
This one.
Yeah. So he was my second custom I ever made. of Mythic Legions. And so, like, after I was customizing more and more, I learned more, and I went back and I revisited and I repainted the red armor. Like, I saw how I had learned so much, and I just went and I just redid it, and it came out even better than the first time.
That shit, yeah, you definitely did. Like again, going back to like uh with the black wash right here and everything, gives it that more of a used, like you've been in through some shit type of thing, right? Instead of
Yeah,
the nice looking, everything's all painted up. Like it just looks like
more
we
gritty.
shit. Yeah. I like shit like that, man. That's the stuff that catches my eye. Like that's why I like a lot of custom stuff, because when it comes to whether it's like figures or artwork or anything, right? In general, you're the artist. Like like you're saying, like tattoos, right? You go to a tattoo artist and you're like, hey, I want this. I want this on my arm, right? Do that. And so all they're gonna do is just copy and paste that design. But it's
Yep.
dope when someone like, I would definitely go and be like, hey, you know, make me do something. I don't know what it is. Make me something. Just draw that shit up. When it goes to like Artist Alley is one of my favorite things at New York Comic Con and stuff. And it would be like, if I pay for a commission, it's like, what do you want to draw? Because I feel like it's no fun if I tell you exactly what I want, right? Because then that's like you're not really showing your skill by doing exactly what somebody wants. Hey, I want this lion head, do like blood on the coming out the mouth and whatnot, and maybe a scar on the eye and shit. And then it's like I already got the idea, but you like, yo, here's this, do sign. And then to get it back, and it's like, holy shit, like this is nuts. It looks sick. That's the dope part about being a customizer, right? And or an artist in general.
Yeah, I mean, your limitation is only your imagination.
Yeah.
And what's funny is too is like when you was on my Instagram page, there was this cat, this purple cat that I did, and it's like he was out of my field, like it was out of my lane. It's not something that I normally do, and so
it's all the way at the top. It's like one of the first.
One of the most recent posts. And so, like, I don't know, I was just going with it. I was like thinking outside of the box, thinking like some like different, not what I normally do. Yeah, that one right there in the middle. And when I had posted it in the Facebook group, the Cabal, everybody was loving it, But this isn't normal of what I'm accustomed to doing.
Yeah.
But our friend Leland, he's who's Retrospect Customs. He's always telling us, you got to push it, you got to do something different, you can't stay stuck with the same thing. And I agree, because you never know what you can accomplish if you don't try something different. But in the long run, I was really happy with the way this turned out, and the whole the red cape and everything really makes it stand out really nice.
Now, is that a cloth cape in the back, or is that just still the plastic part, or is this just like the only plastic piece on the cape?
So the plastic piece is the neck, but the cape in the back is a cloth.
Okay.
And that neck piece actually came with Valak, so that piece was purple. And when I was thinking of, well, the cat is purple, should I leave it purple? And then I was like, nah, that's too purple. What would be best to make it stand out? I was looking through my cloth capes, and I was like, this would be dope red. Painted it red, put it together, boom, done. Done deal.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Oh, Blue Inferno's in here.
Oh, what's up, Mauro? Yep, Blue Inferno. That's my buddy Mauro that we were talking about, that we're collaborating on the Dragon Knight.
Oh, okay, nice. What's going on, man?
It's the source right there, printing up all the pieces.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a lot of his kits at Legions Con as well. He sent me like over 30 kits to sell at the table.
Nice.
And one of them is gonna be the Knight Dragon, which I actually have right here.
Oh shit!
So this is fully customized, fully painted by me.
That's dope. That helmet and everything with the eyes reminds me of like this motherfucker belong in like Mortal Kombat or something.
Yeah, so it's funny because I gave him. He's got a lot of pieces of different things, right? So the mask the mask. Everybody says always reminds of like Scorpion, Sub-Zero. I mean, you could kind of figure out the chest emblem, who it kind of, what the feeling is there.
Mm-hmm.
Then if you also look like at the gauntlets here, you see this shape right here. You can see like who it kind of feels like. Then you got the knee pads where it's got like a dragon claw.
Loosely based on other popular Dragon Knights currently
That's-
on television, HBO, and whatnot.
It was wildly inspired by many different characters.
That's the stuff, man. That looks dope, man. Damn. Now
Yeah,
it makes
so
me
he's
really want to be. I actually go to the show now. Shit.
You got it. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of good customizers out there bringing a lot of fire. It's just getting better and better.
When I like I said, I didn't collect. I'm not in those Facebook groups and stuff, and then like, so I don't pay no mind. I don't pay no attention to what's going on with that stuff. But like like I said, when I do see things, it's like, holy shit, like, oh, these dudes are going in. Like, how can you just have a table just all of this? But
yeah,
and the table's rocking, right? Like, damn, you're selling just as much as Legions. I'm thinking you affiliated or something, but nah, it's just that big, and I'm like, yo, this is nuts. So like, I could just imagine how many people are there doing their thing and stuff like that. I thought it was just them, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to just go see Mythic Legion stuff. I'm like, they're cool, but to do a whole show till like 4 or 5 o'clock, no, I'll be in and out in 20 minutes.
Actually, and that's the mindset of Legion's Con is completely different, right? Like a lot of conventions, peeps go, they know what they want, they know what they're looking for, they know who they want to see. Legion's Con, though, the reason it's sold out is because it's more of a community where people are going to stay and have lengthy conversations.
Yeah.
It is a cult. Blake is right. It is a cult. Like 100%.
Yep, it's a cult. It definitely is. So like that's why they kind of had to limit the tickets, because people are gonna actually stay for the length of the day just talking about customizing or the wave that's coming out, or like this Friday they're gonna announce the newest wave, the Necronomius wave, which I'm so looking forward to that because it has to deal with skeletons and knights. That's my thing on Mystic Legion, skeletons and knights. I love it. So it's another hurt to my wallet.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you right. The only reason I don't like Mythic Legions is because I can't pronounce any of the fucking names that these motherfuckers name them, bro. I can't. I'm a dropout son, and I can't pronounce that shit. It's just too hard. So when you start talking all these things, I'm gonna just take it as disrespect.
That's so good. When I started first collecting Mystic Legions, I was like, yo, these names are weird. Am I gonna remember them? Next thing you know, the name started to stick.
Yeah.
Like you were mentioning like the brown horse. Oh yeah, that's Bailey's. You were mentioning the flaming horse with the flaming guy, or Erethier and Aethan, or Atheon. So it's like it sticks. You're dealing with it day in and day out. So
yeah.
I put them onto the line, and I still can't pronounce half the figures, so it's not a problem, man.
And literally, it's an everyday conversation between me and Kevin, like on all these figures. It's like I'm painting stuff up, I'm sending him pictures, and he's giving me his honest feedback. Because I want outside eyes to let me know like how is it going, what I'm doing, and he always gives me feedback. He tells me, yo, try this, try that, because you'll see things one way, and the people who see it, they'll see it another way. So, it's like it's an everyday conversation on Mystic Legions, every day, all day.
That's what's dope about the con. Like you were saying, like you can't see why people would go there for so long, but the con's really just like an art exhibit. Like you forget about the fact that you're there to buy stuff. Like every single table is there. How many tables is it, Lenny? Like 30, 28, 20 something tables. Every single
more than that. It's like 100
every
tables.
table of customizers that's there customized it different. Somebody might have used, like I threw that head on a Mezco body. Like, someone might have thrown a whole Mezco thing together with a Storm Collectibles chest and yada yada. You're just looking at like, yo, that's nuts. Like, how the hell did you do that? Like, so that's really one of the big draws about going to the con is just I said, it's like an art show. You're just looking at all the craziness that everyone else did. You're not really even focused on like, yo, I want to buy this, or like I'm going there to hit this table to get this exclusive. Like, it's 2 exclusives from them and that's it. Everything else is just, one-off pieces.
Like the whole show is exclusives. That's all it
Yeah.
is. Every single table is exclusive because people have made their own exclusive, customized figure.
Yeah, that's why I like when my boys, like I said, I got friends coming from the West Coast, from Cali, from Washington. I got friends from Florida, and and middle of the states and stuff. And I'm just like, why? Like it's not New York Comic Con or nothing. Like why? But they're so excited and they're like, yo, I can't miss it. I want to go. I gotta get those exclusives too, and this and that. I'm just like, I don't get it. But then like the more like we were talking and stuff like that, and like I said, like the more I saw like tables at these little the toy shows around here and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of get it. Now I'm not fully there, but I kind of get it. So that's why,
Yeah.
like, in the same way they're like, yo, get tickets to go, and I'm like, I don't want the exclusives though, so why am I gonna go? But then I always forget, like you said, the customizing part of it. That's basically what that community is, though, right? It's like the what brings you together is the figures, but what makes you stay is like all the shit that everybody else is doing, like all the cool, dope stuff.
The creativity. So
Yeah,
like Jeremy Gerard, who's actually the organizer of Legion's Con, and he also works for Four Horsemen. He mentioned that they designed the 2-pack of the Furious Four with that specific reason, for it to be kit bash. Like you can mix the pieces, and you can make four different characters, but during the show, the figures are gonna have one exclusive head, which is the cat head, that you're only gonna be able to get at the show, right? So you can technically make 5, and they had already released Fury Clan Orc, so you're gonna have 6 figures for the Furious Wave. But they made those figures specifically where you could just switch and swap and mix it up, do whatever you want, make them how you want. So it's with the customizer in mind.
yeah, man, that's dope. Make me want to get into this shit.
It feels less like you're going to like you ever been to New York Comic Con and you're like it feels like it's kind of like you're just at like a swap meet or like at a flea market or just a big ass store. Like I'm just going from table to table to buy stuff, and then you're just like everything. It's all the same stuff. Like,
yeah,
it's not like that.
yeah, and that's what I don't. That's why I don't like going to these like the local shows here, because I'm always seeing the same thing on every table. It's
Mm-hmm.
you either got a whole pop collection of all the new stuff, a couple of old stuff, or you got a table where you literally just bought everything that's in the stores right now and you're trying to flip it.
Yeah.
All the NECA Turtle stuff. All right, I seen it in the stores. You got it here. Okay, now I know where it's all going. All the Marvel Legends, the new stuff. All right, I see where it's all going. Like shit like that, So that's why it's like a turnoff. Well, I'm like, eh. But again, going back to that one time, and I saw that table. My man had dials, custom pieces, head sculpts, like shit like that, like swords and things like that. And I'm like, yo, this shit looks sick. Like, what the fuck is this? And then when I started talking to the dude and he telling me, I'm like, oh damn, like I didn't even know nothing about that stuff.
Well,
that's
check
not,
this out. This is
I'm not in that world. Oh, that looks crazy.
so this is the axe that goes with Drake and the Knight.
This guy's just showing off
Right.
everything.
And I added the leather piece to it at the end for the handle.
Oh, nice little touch.
So yeah, so this is like what you were saying, just you customize.
Yeah, D Blake, I never seen a table like yours, homie. That's one of a kind right there.
Yeah, D Blake has a promise to fulfill for me for Legion's Con. I'm gonna see you, D Blake, at Legion's Con. I'm going to you.
Yo, shout out to Blake, man. Blake be everywhere, yo. That guy is
He's
out there.
everywhere. Like I'm just like
Yo.
this guy again.
My man's
He's deep in the community. He's deep in the community.
Cool. Yeah. Make sure whoever's watching or catches the replay, visit him on Instagram, get you some signs. Those signs is dope. I got a few already. Shout out to him. But yeah, man, Damn, we've been talking about for an hour, so fuck my candy, right?
You see? You see what happens, bro?
This is what happens when you in domestic legion talk, yo.
You didn't even expect that to happen. You're like, oh, I don't even like these toys.
Yeah, nah. Like I was telling you before the show, like I only got the 2 horses, the fire horse, the dude that rides him, and the Krampus. For some reason, I don't even know why I bought that shit. I just bought them. The coolest thing about that figure is that it came with a Christmas card, and I was like, "Yo, that's crazy." You know,
well, you know,
nice.
consider Krampus like the collector's version of Elf on the Shelf. You put them out with your decorations.
There you go. You put them
That's
anywhere.
it. Yeah.
Oh shit! But like you know, the sculpting on the horses, that's what like caught me. And the first thing I thought was like, "Yo, I need a horse for my my Samurai Wolverine, right? My Samurai Logan, the Mezco, and shit like that." And I was like, "All right, let me get this." Before McFarlane made his horse, I was like, "Let me get this." And then I was like, "Yo, this is huge. These motherfuckers are big." Because I bought them. I think it was with it wasn't a Kickstarter. I pre-ordered them, and not knowing like how big they were. Right? I was like, "Oh, I like this shit. Let me get it. My friends are into it. Let me just order this shit." I ordered like 2 of those. The fire guy for some reason, and a thing to go with it. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. And when I get it in the mail, I get like some huge ass box. I was like, the fuck is this? They must have fucked up and sent me like the whole wave.
They do take up space, that's for sure. That's space is definitely a hot commodity when you're buying and customizing, and then you picking up extra pieces. Like, oh, I need parts. I want to make this dude. I got this head, but I need another body. I got to go back over there, get another body for this dude. And then you look like your closet looks like your basement, but it's all the same figure. You got like 17 Silver Knights. Like, why is there so many of these damn Silver Knights in my closet right now?
That's funny. Army building, baby.
Or you start shopping like in Amazon or Home Depot for those storage units with the little drawers, because you want to organize all the pieces, because it's you got like 50 hands, 50 feet, you know.
Yeah, I gotta get organized. My life is a mess.
Yo, man, you don't even want me to. If I open that door right now, it would be disgusted with the shit that you see, bro.
Oh man, yeah, bro. I just been going through it with the collecting, and it's like I don't even got nowhere to display it. That's my main issue right now. Is like I don't got nowhere to display it. I got my youngest is 10, my oldest is gonna be 19. They don't get it. My wife definitely don't get it, and God forbid I even put that shit anywhere near the house. We're like, you left your fucking toys there. You better put that shit, take it out of there. I'm like, all right. Yeah. The only time I actually put some figs out and pops out is around Christmas time, and I do the holiday stuff, right? My Nightmare Before Christmas, Jack Skellington, the Diamond Select one, or shit like that is the only time.
Yeah. Well, my son is actually a collector himself. He collects Transformers, and he does Lego Star Wars.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he got his own thing going on.
How old is he?
He's 13.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we was at ToyCon last time, and he was looking at some of the Lego sets that they had, and you know, he's over here like he's just swindling them. You know, he sees it for 40, and he'll be like, "Yo, can I get it for 35?" And you know, like most of them don't even deny him, because like, how are you gonna deny a kid? So he gets away with it all the time. I'm like, this kid, you know. So kudos to him, you know, saving money.
You should have him carry a shitload of singles and like quarters and stuff. So we're like, oh, what you say? 30? Just start, you know what? Just give me what you got. Just give me what you got.
This is all I have, man. Come on.
Yeah. I know I said 35, but I got only 30. Is that cool? And just give him like a Ziploc bag of packs and stuff. I said it's all there.
They can now do their laundry.
Yo, Dario, I was gonna say you gotta listen to the Figure Booth with Josh and Nate, yo. That shit'll make you really think like, all right, I gotta get rid of all these bins of toys that are just.
Oh no, I did. That's the problem. I do listen to them, and that's why I'm like, you know what, bro? I need something new, and I've been getting bored. I'm just like this past month or so, like I got hit. What was it, like the end of September, almost all of October? Yo, every week I'm getting hit with pre-orders and shit, paying it, and then I go to the shop and they're just posting up stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I need that, and I need that, and I need that. So I got a pile of loot on Big Bad that was like around 30 items that I finally got shipped out last week. I had a pile of loot going at Zaps, and I'm just like, yo, I just got boxes that I'm like, yeah, I don't even want to open shit. I was like, yeah, I'll open it later on, and that's all it is. I got like a fucking pile of figures here, all this shit over here, over there. I'm like, yo, I got nothing.
Yeah, man, it gets to snowball real quick, yo. I'm definitely in the same boat as you, bro. This man right here is actually the way that I met this guy was that he was the plug. He was running, Facebook group, running the Facebook Messenger groups. Like, all right, so the Avengers Legends wave is dropping in 6 months. You could pre-order the whole wave with me right now for retail. All right, cool. Let me get that. Then the McFarlane wave comes out in like 6 more weeks. You could get this right now. Boom, Mezco, boom, Storm, boom, Super 7, boom. Then one day, out of the blue, you get a message like, yo, you owe me like $500 and I need you to come pick up this gigantic box of toys. It's fucking crazy.
I don't know. I don't know. That story might have not made me want to be friends. I'm like, nah, this motherfucker is there for the money, yo. He's just taking my money.
I recently put that behind me, and I'm just focusing on customizing.
That's another thing that got me into customizing is like I could still, have an outlet of doing something that revolved around toys, and it wasn't, hounding Facebook live sales and going on pre-order sales and just buying stuff instead of just sit here and like I'm gonna buy a couple of these little heads and paint them and not spend any more money. So that was a big thing,
and that also works out too because then you can sell that what you made and then just put it back into the whatever you like, shit like that. I guess that's why people be flipping and things like that because you flip it, you buy more shit, you keep flipping it, right? In my case, I just buy it and I don't want to get rid of it. I had a whole list. Actually, it's right here. Is it here? Yeah, I had a whole list going of shit that I wanted to sell with the pricing and everything. I never posted this shit up. I got as far as maybe taking a couple of pictures of the figures. I posted a few on eBay, but then I'm getting tired of eBay just taking so much money out.
Shit, that's my problem too, yo. You gotta do like they said on the figure booth. You might just have to take the L and just sell it to a reseller or just give it to the comic shop or something, yo.
I think that's where I'm headed towards more, man. I'm headed towards more. I'm actually trying to see if I could get a table at the next toy show in December.
Oh, I'm trying to do that. There's a Toy Con in December?
No, it's just a regular toy show. They have a Wayne toy show at the same spot.
Yeah, that's the monthly one. Right?
Yeah,
is it Saturdays or Sundays? I think it's Sundays, right?
I think sometimes both days, but I'm not sure. I think it's a Saturday. This one in December.
Yeah, they do it like the first. I think it's either first Saturday or first Sunday of every month.
Yeah. It's like the third, between the 3rd and the 5th of December. And so I emailed the dude, but Zaps was gonna put a table up maybe. So hopefully maybe I could try to get in with them, but. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Right now, I'm just trying to price out all these pops. I got about like fucking between maybe 500-600 pops, and this is just wrap. I'm just gonna get rid of everything.
So D Blake says do Collectors Con in Edison, New Jersey on December 3rd.
That's that they have one in Edison. Nah, that's a trip, but fuck it, I should look into it.
I need to get a table for sure. I was telling him, I was like, one of these Wayne shows, I definitely need to get a table and just go unload some shit because shit is crazy.
Yeah, dude, I got figure art stuff. I have Mezcos. I got Mayfex. All these high brands, like high stuff brands, and it's like they're just sitting. Some of my figure arts are still in the shipper box, and I'm just like, yo, what am I doing with this? Like, why do I even have it? It's that. Holy shit, I like this. This looks so dope. Let me get it. Then I get it. I mess with it for a little bit, back in the package, and never sees the light of day, right? That's what mainly my Mezcos. But the one thing I probably won't sell is my Mezcos because the Mezcos, to me, they look super dope. And that's something I would want to keep. But as far as like Legends go, like the top bin is just Spider-Man, X-Men in the middle, the bottom. Then that's just Marvel, and then the bottom is more Marvel. Behind that is even more boxes, and that's like 3 more boxes just Marvel shit, movies compared to the comics. Then like I separate shit every now and then. I'm like, I had got sick, so I was out of commission since February, and I couldn't really move much and shit like that. So I was just down here every day messing with shit, reorganizing and stuff. And it was like, that's when I noticed. I'm like, yo, why the fuck do I got all of this stuff?
That shit makes you sad, bro.
That whole stuff right here is just all doubles and triples of stuff that I have. That's the whole shelf. The whole shelf right there is on sale, but I'm never. That's the list, but I never posted it up.
Is that WWE Superstars?
Yeah, I just got those. The Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. I just got those. Like I'm into wrestling, but not like everything. Just like the NWO, like the stuff that I watched in the '90s and shit like that, right? In early 2000s, like stuff like that. Especially like NWO, because that was my shit.
You heard that, Blake? NWO signs. We need those. Waiting on them. I've been hounding Blake for NWO sign for a couple weeks now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But yeah, it's just stuff like that. Like I got these the Marvel, the Captain America shield, the gauntlet, the fucking the Thor hammer, Ant-Man helmet. I got a fucking, you saw me before with the Star Wars helmet. Black Panther, White Ranger. I got a Red Ranger, and I'm like, why the fuck am I buying these things, bro? It's always why with me. It's always why. Like, why am I getting this? Like, why do I even have this? Why did I order 3 of these shits? Like, what the fuck? And I just don't even know how to answer that.
Yeah.
Bro, no, right now, like I gotta get rid of all this shit.
I know what you mean. It was getting real deep for me too, because like I had like almost every single He-Man vintage figure, right, including the cats. I had almost every vintage Ninja Turtle figure, like the first wave, and then I'm just like, I can't even move in my own room. Like, why? You know, like if we can't move, I can't display. So it's like, why? I just got rid of it. I got rid of all of it, and then I had like a bunch of Transformers Titans figures, like the big box ones, you know. And I'm like, why? I haven't even opened them. They're still sealed. Sold them. Got rid of it. You know, and I don't even look back. Like I'm good with it. Like I got my basic Transformers. I got my basic Joes. You know, I got my basic stuff. You know, and then I started cutting down the lines of stuff that I was collecting. You know, I stick true to Daredevil, Moon Knight, Ghost Rider. I love those. I collect those and Transformers, and I'm good. And Mystic Legions.
Were you like Ghost Rider? Did you were you backing the HasLab?
If it would have made it, I would have backed it. But that was obvious it was not going to be made.
Yeah. That should look nice as fuck though at Comic-Con.
It did, but like people couldn't justify dropping $350 on that car. Look, right? Man. When $350, you get a car that your child can drive in. And those little cars.
Yeah, I mean, look, I get it, right? The whole issue with the price, I fully understand it, right? I trust me when I tell you I understand it. Not everybody has the money to drop that, right? But at the same time, there's a lot of shit out there that costs almost the same, and you're not getting as much as what, let's say, a HasLab would offer, right? I know it's like tiers and stuff, and you get things unless they hit that tier mark. Okay, cool. But even if let's say that all those tiers get completed, right, or they don't, maybe just one does. That's 2 figures, maybe 3 if they would have did the early bird shit, which you can easily sell those figures if you just want the car, like I did. I just wanted the car. I don't give a damn about no Robbie Reyes. I don't know who that is. My man looked like a machine. The early bird shit, that was kind of cool. And then the Mephisto and stuff, I don't care. But when I saw the Mephisto in person, I was like, oh damn, I hope I need that, but because it looks crazy. But at the same time, like again, you can't see it. I have that third-party turtle van, right? I bought 2 of them shits. I got pre-ordered the Super 7 Thunder tank. I never did the Super 7 Thundercats line. guess what I started doing after I got the Thunder Tank? Why? I don't fucking know. I got the Super 7 and the NECA Turtle Vans coming. Yo, that was $500 right there.
Yeah.
That's $500 for each of those Super 7 joints on Sideshow, and you get nothing with it. And those things like sold, like, you know, a lot of people bought them, right? So like, I think what it is with a lot of these things is like that bandwagon shit, right? Once a couple of people start hating on it, you know, everybody wants to jump on that same bandwagon and say, yeah, fuck them, let's riot.
Yeah.
Will we get these figures later on? Maybe, but it'll probably be like in a year or two before we see those, and like a different version. You're not gonna get the same ones that we got now. As far as the car goes, like I said, that shit look dope. The motorcycles, I got the motorcycle, the Ghost Rider. I didn't get the cosmic one that looks with that everybody was hooking up with the bubble, putting the lights inside and stuff. Because I didn't know what the hell that was, but I ended up buying 3 of the other ones right before like Toys R Us went out, right?
You got to sell those right now, like today. Post them for sale.
I sold 2 of them already. I'm only gonna keep one. I'm gonna make sure that I have one for myself, but I sold them for $150 each.
Nice.
I sold them for $150. I still have the Black Widow bikes. I've ended up finding 4 or 5 of them shits for some reason. I'm like, yo, like I don't even remember half the stuff I have until I go through it. But it's like these little things, like, you know, the bike for me that I like the most is the Punisher bike, the one the last one we got like a year or 2 ago.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
That one looks dope to me. But the HasLab, I mean, it's sad that it didn't get back. But I like, again, I get the pricing. It is a lot, but when you really think about shit, it's not that much, man. There's a lot of stuff out there. For instance, I collect Hot Toys. That's a Hot Toy right there.
Yeah.
That's a deluxe Hot Toy or some shit, right? And are you really fucking with Hot Toys the way you fuck around with like a Marvel Legends or a Mythic Legions? No,
they're just big statues, bro. They can move, but you not moving.
Posable statues.
Yeah, they're posable statues. You can just do it, but then you don't want to fuck it up because you might mess it up or some shit. So you just put them in the display case, right? It's just, I guess it's for the person. Like, what's it worth it to you? To me, I saw like the worth, and I thought it was cool. We're not gonna get some shit like that in a box sitting on a Target shelf. It's too big.
Yeah.
For someone to say like, yo, I would have done it if it was like maybe like 250, 200, you wouldn't have gotten what they showed off. Was it lackluster? To me, it was, because I don't know nothing about these characters, right? So to me, it's like, oh, whatever. I just like the
put that
color.
on a Target shelf though, because they have like the big ass dinosaurs from Mattel, and then they have the big ass Transformers. Yo, what's that giant Transformer box you had? The purple combiner dudes and
the Titans lines.
Yeah, so those boxes are definitely equally as big as what the car would have been. They want to try to use the box thing as an excuse, like, yo, then the box is too big, because that's definitely something that they could do, and they know that. And I mean, the whole thing I think was like, yo, they know that it's not, you know, worth it, or, you know, it's not. So some people, it's like too much bread, but if like everyone's coming at these dudes mad hard for no reason, like, you know, it is what it is. Was I gonna get it? I would have gotten it. If it would have came, like, yeah, I would. If they would have been back, then I would have gotten it. Would have had a dope ass whip. Get a custom freaking Vin Diesel, and there you go.
It's all in the family.
The minute I saw that car, I was like, yo, the pink skulls will look super good in them. Not once did I think about a Marvel Legend, because I collect fucking everything. I got the Bratz car. I have the WWE shit, the WWE convertible, right? And don't get me wrong, like, those look cool. You can't put a figure in them, bro. I don't care what everybody's been posting up saying, oh, look at the Bratz. I was the one person pushing that Bratz car convertible around a year and a half ago like crazy. And when them shits went up on Amazon for $30, boy, I was posting that shit up on the stories like every hour on the Toy Migos page, right? Because I was like, yo, y'all got to get this. This is the closest thing to 112.
It's true. That's why I got it, because you posted it up.
But at the same time, when you put a Legends there, it don't reach the steering wheel. And if you want it to reach the steering wheel, you got to move it up. And then you got to mess with the the angles so it looks like it fits perfectly, but it doesn't. They too little. Mezcos look too small in it too. Standing on side of it, it looks good, but like inside, they don't really look that well. The WWE shits, the cars are like small, but like let's say I put like a Hulk figure or something like that, or a NECA figure. Those look better because they're like almost 7-inch, you know. But I mean, what it is, what it is. This shit's over now.
Well, I'm looking forward to the Mezco Ghost Rider.
Oh, with the bike, right? That comes with a bike.
Yeah. And it lights up too.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how if they ever drop that shit.
If it ever comes out, yeah.
If it ever comes out.
Yeah, I mean, I think you made a valid point, but for me, when I was looking at it, I was like, the His Tank just released. The His Tank was like 300, I believe.
Yeah.
And it came with a lot more. Like it had so many interchangeable parts, and it also had like that light inside, and it had a bunch of figures in it. And then you also had the Sky Striker that they released that had a lot more too.
Well, I remember the with the His Tank. What figures we got? Just other than the one you get to vote on, the trooper.
I believe it came with a Cobra Commander too.
Oh yeah, the Cobra
figures. I think
Yeah.
definitely 3, might have been 4. You get the driver, the gunner, the one that you vote that was an early bird, and the Cobra.
Yeah.
Commander.
Yeah, I remember the Cobra and the one you vote on. Then the other tier was the add-on weapons, and I was just like, "That's a fucking tier." Like that should have came with the tank, you know.
Yeah.
I honestly, like me personally as a collector, like I take quite a lot of the tiers as an insult. Like you're trying to drag me somewhere with something that looks good, but it really isn't. That's just me, you know. Like if you're gonna make a tier, you got to make it juicy. You got to make it a reason why I want to.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Like again with the His Tank, when they announced the extra set of weapons that you could put on the outside, or the fucking glass that you put on. I'm like, yo, really?
Yeah.
Like with that, I mean, but hey, man, you saw how that shit got back ASAP. Like that shit got back quick, right? So I guess it is what it. Again, it's what are you picking? Maybe if it was a different character with a different vehicle, maybe that would have got back faster than this Ghost Rider.
I mean, if a tier would have been where they add like a motorcycle, you know, with the Ghost Rider that's gonna come out.
Yeah, maybe 2 vehicles. I don't know. I just think like when someone especially if someone popular says, "Yo, it's not worth it." Yeah, yo, he's fucking right. Let's And like, you know, when I went to the con, we had a talk with these guys, and everybody that was going up said the same shit. Yo, it looks dope. And the only question they had for them was like, why is it so much?
Yeah.
That was the only question anyone had for them, was why does it cost so much? And it's like at the same time, like I really don't blame them because they got nothing to do with it. They're just the face. But you know, again, $350 is a lot, depending on the person and what it is that you collect and how much interest you have in that shit.
Yeah, like I'm super excited for these new HasLab Transformers that are coming out based on the Japanese shows.
Oh
like
yeah, the ones they just showed off, right? Like last week or something?
Yeah, they like the first one that was released was Star Saber. That one came. That one I definitely backed. I backed that one. I can't wait for that to come in. And now the one that was just released is the villain to Star Saber, which is Deathsaurus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that. I thought those were like Power Ranger stuff. I didn't know it was Transformers. I was like, oh, this looks dope.
Yeah, it's from the Japanese cartoon line that never made it to the US.
Mm. Yeah, those look fire though. They look pretty dope.
Star Saber was like the Optimus Prime of that series over there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. We'll see what happens next. Whatever, we'll see what they have to offer next. I know it ain't gonna be easy though. Whatever they put out, there's probably gonna get a lot of like, you know, a bunch of sassy motherfuckers
making hate videos and shit.
Yeah.
So it's not that difficult. You either like it or you don't. That's it. Move on.
The real important question is: did you get candy today? Did you hit up Rite Aid or your CVS or you're doing Reed and get the 50% off candy though?
Yo, dude, I went and bought candy yesterday in the daytime, and it was already buy one get one 50% off at Walgreens, and I was like, Bet, bitch, let's get it. So I ended up buying that shit for work and like in case anybody passed through, but they already had gotten candy. I'm sure I could go tomorrow and still get some shit for like 80% off or something.
That's the best every
Even-
day. Right, it'll just change the percentage. You'll be at 50, 60, 80, 90. Give it a couple days.
Even a week before Halloween, like Halloween decorations were already like at 50% off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Thanksgiving, dog. By the time Halloween comes by, that shit gonna be. All right, what? This is Halloween was just yesterday.
Yep.
2 weeks before this, 2 weeks before yesterday, I was at Walmart. Christmas decorations, Christmas trees, everything already all set up on set. I'm like, yo, my man, can we even get through fucking Christmas first? Like, I mean, not Christmas, Thanksgiving. Can I cut a damn turkey up before you motherfuckers shove this damn tree down my throat? Like, holy shit. Like, already, bro. So I already know someone that already put up their Christmas tree. It's like,
That's
oh,
okay.
damn, you just
stop talking to
skipped
that
November, huh?
Yeah, that person you should not associate yourself with anymore.
I'm like, yo, y'all just completely skipped Thanksgiving. Y'all just went straight to December. Like, fuck this. This is nuts. Did y'all get any candy?
I did not, but over by me, you know, I'm like in the main city, so there's no Walmart, there's a bunch of Targets, but I ain't hit nothing up. But tomorrow I'm supposed to go upstate for work, so I'm trying to find some Walmarts on the way, pick up some half off candies, some half off inflatable fucking decorations and shit. I'm going.
What about you?
Well,
man?
pick me up some candy too, Kevin. I didn't get no candy. I actually didn't.
This guy's in
I was
the
just
house,
chilling.
so he's just been painting
Yeah.
nonstop.
Yeah, you gotta get ready for the weekend and shit.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. I'm over here. I'm hoping everything fits in Kevin's van.
It's gonna fucking tie that shit to the roof, bro. This is gonna be wild.
You gotta
have to
see
tie
us
that
going
shit like
25
fucking-
miles per hour everywhere.
Some National Lampoon Vacation shit. Just tie that to the roof. Bunch
Yep.
of fucking rope. But yeah, man. So you know what? Let's just fuck my candy talk. Ain't nobody got candy. Let's let everybody know again where y'all gonna be at this weekend, man.
We're gonna be at Legion's Con in Secaucus, New Jersey, at La Quinta Inn Hotel on November 5th and 6th.
Yeah, and so make sure you go look for these guys. They got a whole bunch of customs ready. If you tuned in earlier, you saw some of the stuff and some of the things that he just showed off for the first time. Yo, man, make sure you go look them up. It's gonna be a hell of a show. I know a lot of people going, so I'm gonna make sure I let them know about you guys, so they can go all up over there and get some stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. I'm looking to connect with as many people as I can.
Word, come through, stop by a table, say what up, pick something up, you know, just shoot the shit.
Yeah.
Check out the art pieces, you know. Just come say what up. We're gonna have name tags, so but yo, I seen you on the internet. That's the big thing. I'm be like, yo, there's mad people I seen on the internet. And like since COVID, since the pandemic, I was just locked down. Like, yo, I don't know any of these people in person. But I'm like, yo, I seen you on the internet.
Yo, when I first met Trevor at 1-6 Shooter, I met him for the first time like 4 times, because I was like, oh hey, what's up? And then he's like, yeah, we met before. I was like, oh shit, yeah, we have. And it'd be like, because it's like I see your face, but I don't know your face. I know your name, right? So like it's like, oh, I don't know you, but I know you. And we chopped it up on like again on Instagram and shit. Like me and you, we chopped it up on Instagram a few times in here and there, but I never seen you. So if I would have saw you in person, I'm like, oh, I don't know this dude. I've done that to a motherfucker that's been in my house. One day, the next day, I see this dude, and I'm like, I don't know you. Like, what you talking about? But yeah, name tags is a plus. Name tags are a plus.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But
shit,
yeah, man,
did we get name tags? You to get those.
But yeah, man.
No, Walter's gonna have name tags at the show.
I got stickers. Hopefully,
I'll make sure my friends I got some Supreme name tags. I'll make sure
gotta be
get
fancy.
some.
Gotta be fancy with it.
That's what I wore at a Comic-Con, and then my fucking 2-year-old handwriting, no one can even read that shit. So I was like, yeah, I did it for nothing.
Oh, shit.
But I want to thank you guys, man, for hopping on.
Yeah, man. Well, thanks for having us, yo. Appreciate it.
Yo, D Blake, I haven't tried them yet, yo. Friday, I'm gonna do it on Friday. I'll let you know.
Bring them.
I'm
Bring
either
some
gonna
of
keep
them.
Yeah, now Blake, I'm gonna go to you. Be like, yo, the banana gummies. What's up?
I didn't know the gummies was on the table. You got
Nah,
signed
they
for
had
that?
them at Toy Con. They had them at Toy Con right next to his table. They were selling some gummies and like some bongs and stuff like that, some pipes and shit, you know. And so I ended up buying them, but I haven't tried them yet. I'm gonna try them. I usually get like real potent shit. These shits were like I think only like 20, 15, something like that grams, and I was just like, all right, let me just fuck with it.
Well, I'm still trying to find ones that Kevin had before that he gave me before.
Gotta keep it light, yo. Otherwise, you just sitting there quiet, like I'm talking to nobody.
Yo, I took gummies when I went and did the sip and draw, the sip and paint stuff. Man, I was focused on that paint. Like, I grabbed that square shit you paint on. I grabbed it, the canvas. I literally grabbed it with my hand. And I took the paint. I was like, and I'm like, holy shit. Then when I got sick, you know, I had got surgery and shit and everything. And my wife went and there's a smoke shop around here, and she bought some gummies, and I was just like, yeah, I'm trying to get fucked up. So I grabbed one, I ripped it open, I took the whole thing. Dude, 20 minutes, I was tripping out and I was in pain. I was like, what the fuck did you give me? It was 100 grams each each strip. And I tell you, I felt like I felt everything they did to me. Like where the stitches was, where they did. I was like, yo, I feel it. Like if they were there right now, I was like, I gotta go to sleep. I was like, I don't want to be high no more, yo.
That's the fucking worst, yo. When you take too much gummies, yo, that is the worst.
I was messed up, dog. But I'm trying to get messed up right now. But yeah. So thank you guys, man, for hopping on. I appreciate it. It was dope talking to you guys. It was super dope seeing your work. I can't wait for the weekend. I hope you guys have a great turnout, make some mad money and shit. I'm definitely letting my friends know that are coming down to go see you guys, to check y'all out. But yeah, man. Where can they find you on Instagram?
I'm at Kingpin_Customs_NYC.
Yeah, and I'm NYC_figure_fanatic, just like in the little thing right here.
And, you know, make sure you also check out the sponsor of today's show, D Blake Makes. He's gonna be at Legion's Con also, and you go on his Instagram page and get you some signs, man. Again, super dope, super dude.
Super.
But with that said, I want to thank you all for tuning in, and you know, have a good night.
Thanks for having us, D. Appreciate it.
No, anytime, man. Make sure you guys tune in next week sometime. Sunday, more than likely will be a live episode of what's that show called? ROU This Month. It's gonna be live with me, Andre, Adam, and Adrian, probably Seth, and a couple other people from the Airbnb. If we're not too fucked up, probably won't be. Well, they might be fucked up. I won't be. I gotta be out of work, and I'll just go straight to them. But make sure you tune in. I'll keep you posted on what's going on. But we're trying to do a live show, and yeah. So, you know, with that said,
this program was brought to you by the Raw Live and Unedited Podcasting Network and viewers like you. Thank you.